Ramblin man here. I wanted to talk to y'all about all this mandate stuff that's going around. So, in the state of Texas, I know a lot of people have their beliefs one way or the other. I will tell you that it is not, if you have a vaccine or you don't have a vaccine, you can still spread COVID. If you have a vaccine or don't have a vaccine, you can still get COVID. The difference is, if you're unvaccinated, then supposedly, this is alleged, this is not permanent, it's not positive, all-knowing truth, but if you're unvaccinated, the symptoms are much worse. That's what I hear anyway. So that being said, I see people on social media blaming unvaccinated for a lot of people that are getting COVID. I'm telling you right now, the Delta variant, there's not even proof that the vaccine works against the Delta variant. The CDC has said many, many things, been back and forth. It's talked about that the vaccinated are super spreaders. It's talked about that the unvaccinated, it's just people pushing blame because people are scared. Here's what's going on in New York and the northern states. So up in Massachusetts, there have been dozens of Massachusetts state troopers that have turned in their resignation papers because of the vaccine mandate. Now, as of tomorrow, there will be a lot of nurses that will be missing from their stations in New York because today was the last day they had to have their first shot or step down. So here's the thing. So you would rather have not enough people to treat the people that you have sick in your hospitals than you would have someone that is unvaccinated. Okay. I know that they said a lot of the nurses had moved out of New York from last year that didn't want to deal with all the vaccinations and everything, and they'd already moved out anyway. I'm just perplexed that people will blame unvaccinated, but at the same time stay so, devoted to the fact that they are correct in regards to you have to be vaccinated or you're going to kill everybody, that they are willing to lose nurses, police officers, all the people that are willing to put their lives on the line. And here's the thing. That's not saying that all the nurses or all the police officers are not vaccinated. I'll give you an example. My best friend, his dad has the vaccine. He has a vaccination card. Now, he flies. So he has his pilot's license. He flies different places. And he's like, did you know they're going to make us start showing our vaccination card when we land places? My friend says, but Dad, you already have the vaccine. He goes, that is not the point. The point is the minute they start making you, mandating that you get something that has none of their business, whether they have or not, and whether I've had it or not, I shouldn't have to prove that to you. He goes, yes, I have the vaccine, but it does not mean that I should have to prove it. It's a principle, son. It's the principle. And that's the way it is here in the United States. It's not mandated for the flu shot. And 60,000 people die every year from the flu. There was a video released earlier. You can look at it, watch it. I'm sure people will get put in Facebook jail for this because nobody wants to really hear the truth because the truth doesn't align with the narrative of the left. And here's the thing. The CDC came and said that, in those first 250,000 people that died, 88,000 of them were heart attacks. Had nothing to do with COVID except the fact that they had COVID, tested for COVID. 10,000 were already on hospice. And so if you're already looking at almost 2/5, 40% of those that were already in dire straits, are already on their way, they're already terminal, and then they're listed as COVID. And do your research on this. Did you know there's a 20% bonus paid to the hospitals if someone has COVID? I'm just saying, do your research. You're going to watch this video and say, oh, yeah, that's it. Do your research. Do your research. Don't just watch one little thing. Don't watch CNN. Don't watch Fox. Do your research. Look up the CDC and see what they have to say. If you're saying believe in the science and the CDC is the one telling you, the Center for Disease Control is the ones telling you this stuff, why are you getting mad just because you're upset because someone tells you you're wrong? Sometimes you're wrong. I'm just saying, mandates should never be a part of government. Why? Why should they mandate what you and I do? And you're going to say like, oh, well, what about this? What? Anything. They should not mandate anything. It shouldn't be like they can set up laws, but beyond that, mandating what you can and can't do outside of laws shouldn't be a requirement. That's just my take on it. Please subscribe. Make sure you comment, like, and share. I'm interested to know what you think. Ramblin' Man out.